if you're going to talk to an emergency manager who's been dealing with COVID for a year and a half, who is just exhausted, who maybe was in DC, or maybe they're gearing up for fire season, whatever, how do you deal with stress, and how do you kind of decompress from that process?
Yeah, this year has been really tough, and not only for myself and my team. I know everybody could probably say that, but literally January 1st through the 5th, I felt better than I had felt in a year, because I had finally gotten some rest during the New Year's holiday, Christmas holiday, after fighting COVID all year, and then of course January 6th happens.
Yeah,
We respond to that. Not only the magnitude of what that response was, but several team members testing positive for COVID because of that response as well.
Mm.
And then we have to turn around, and we're planning for what was going to be one of the more simple inaugurations ever, because it was going to be pretty much all virtual, to now being the most complex inauguration ever in DC because of security constraints, security concerns. And you literally have thousands of resources that are now coming to DC and Virginia to support this inauguration. How do you plan all that? How do you support all that? How do you coordinate all of that while having half your team out with COVID? It was extremely stressful, and there's no sugarcoating it. It was extremely stressful for all of us. We got through it, and then of course after inauguration was over, we had to jump into the vaccination campaign as well. And so I would say, as a supervisor, if I got a leave request, I didn't even ask questions. It's approved. Go do what you need to do. Take the time. The team has your back. And so I would encourage anybody in emergency management that does have staff, especially in today's world, if they need a half a day, if they need a day, if they need a week, approve it. Let them go do their thing. Let them do what they need to do, because they're going to come back sharper, right? And they're going to come back a better employee. They're going to come back a better emergency manager. And if they don't take that time, it's only going to get worse. And so for myself personally, not only did I start to take some time this summer, we took a trip with Rodney and friends down to Georgia.
Right.
That was really nice to catch up with them. That really helps my mental state for sure. But also taking the time to do a staycation. There's a lot of things all of us weren't able to do last year in our personal lives, whether it was catching up on projects at home, hanging out with family, doing some professional development, whatever it is. Just taking the time to be able to catch up on that and do that has really helped sharpen my focus on getting back into the office and focusing on emergency management. So, I believe it. I lived it. It was a stressful time there in January. It was a stressful time for everybody. But taking those days off and approving days off when I was asked was very helpful.